here, women, is your declaration. You are free. You are free to lead. You're free to lead your family. You're free to lead them in prayer and in Bible study. You don't have to wait for a man or your husband to step up in that regard. You are free to lead. You are free to follow God's calling. You are free to proclaim and demonstrate the life that Jesus offers in your home and in your neighborhood, to your children, to your school, to your workplace, and within your church. You are free to take up positions of leadership. You are free to step into the gifts and roles that God has given you. You have been empowered by the Holy Spirit. You have full access to God. You are not defined by your gender. You are not defined by your physical image that you portray. You are defined by the fact that you were made in the image of God, and that image dwells within you. And it is stronger and it is bigger than any physicality that the world may judge you by. Women, you are qualified. Join God. Lead your families, lead your community, lead your congregation, lead the church. Men, you get to do the same. You too are free. I'm not disqualifying you from that. I'm not saying women are better than men. Men, you are just as awesome. You are free also. And I recognize that some of you, as I declare this, you're like, well, I don't need to hear this message. I don't really think that there's any problem with women in leadership. And I get that, and I thank you for not having a problem with it. I really am so grateful for that. But I want you to know that you guys, you're the Union soldiers. You're the Union soldiers that we need to march into Galveston, Texas, and remind women that they are free. And tell them 2,000 years after the Emancipation Proclamation of the resurrected Jesus that they are free. We need you to open the doors. We need you to be the ones that sit around the boardroom table and look and say, why are there no women here? Where are they? How do I mentor them? How do I empower them? How do I train them? How do I equip them so they can sit at this place? How do I build relationships with them so I know who they are? And they too can join God in the church and in the workplaces and in the neighborhoods that they are being called to by the power of God, that they have been empowered because they are made in the image of God. If God is calling us to join him in making the places that we live, work, and play more like heaven, then we should be seeking to make sure that the full image of God is represented in all of those different places. All of them, regardless of what kind of job you have, regardless of what neighborhood you live in. We want to see the fullness of the image of God in all of these different places because Jesus has set us